How's it, everybody? So, day 7 and stage 8 and the finale of the Tour de France Femmes 2024. It was a mountainous stage with 150 kilometers route ending on the top of Alpe D'Huez. So there were a lot of attacks and attempted breakaways. However, the one to mention was the attack from Demi Vollering near the summit of Col de Glandon, where her and Pauline Royackers rode away stayed away from the peloton, and it was Vollering who ended up putting her hands up in the air and taking stage 8 victory. It was at the bottom of Alpe D'Huez climb where the time gap was opening and closing constantly, and we were on the edge of our seat for 13 kilometers to see whether the yellow jersey was going to keep her position, as she needed to get across the finish line with 1 minute 3 seconds to spare, as the stage victory time bonus was 10 seconds, and she had a 1 minute 15 lead on Demi Vollering. It was her true grit and tenacity that she never gave up, and she came across the line with 4 seconds to spare to be crowned the Tour de France Femmes 2024 champion. So as the Tour de France Femmes closes, the Vuelta starts. So I'm going to hand over the baton to Brandon Downs, who will give you updates on the Vuelta in the next coming weeks.
How's it, guys? So as you saw, I did some updates on the Tour de France, something very similar that I'm going to be doing with the Vuelta and what Lucy's been doing with the Tour de France Femmes. But with the Vuelta, I'm going to be bringing some updates on a weekly basis, so not every day, just to give you some overview as to what is happening in the race. So we've had 3 stages now. We're moving on to stage 4. In the first stage, it was a 12k TT. We saw some really incredible speeds there. Brandon McNulty coming out tops there with an average speed of 57.2 k's an hour, which is the fastest time trial in history at the Vuelta A España, which is a really impressive speeds. So he went into the first red jersey of the tour. Onto stage 2 and 3, both hilly stages, 190 odd k's each. But with very little flat stages, the sprint teams wanted to keep things together and make sure it was going to be a sprint finish for their fast men. Caden Groves came out top on stage 2 to claim victory ahead of Wout Van Aert, and with Wout Van Aert claiming some bonus seconds on the line of stage 2, he was able to go into red jersey and lead the tour by a couple of seconds from McNulty and Groves. And then we went on to stage 3, again, similar sort of profile as stage 2, hilly route. The sprint teams wanted to keep things under control and make sure that it was going to be a sprint finish again. And Wout in red came through, really impressive victory for him, and actually his first win since February. So he's been knocking on the door. He got 3rd in the opening TT, he got 2nd in the second stage, and he then went on to win the 3rd stage. So he's still leading the overall general classification, and he's also in the green jersey at the moment, which has been worn by Caden Groves. So yeah, stay tuned. This Vuelta has got a lot of mountain stages. I think 61,000 meters of climbing in the whole tour, which is more than the Tour and the Giro this year. So yeah, it's going to be really exciting. So yeah, stay tuned for the updates.